Hello everybody, Rukun, thoughtsoferything.com.org, and Thoughts of Everything YouTube channel, or whatever streaming platform you are watching this on. Pretty much YouTube at this moment in time of the date this video is recorded. Which, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to call this random whatever, but I'm kind of going by something that I see a lot of people post and, talk. The thing is, okay, so I'm not going to claim that I know everything, but I do I've always had a set of beliefs and a set of ethics that that haven't really changed. They've just kind of evolved over time and so on and so forth. And I've done a lot of growing up over the years, and especially more recently of just things I've noticed by just sitting back and observing and not letting my emotions and stuff like that get a hold of me and stuff. And sometimes it's hard. We're all human. We all, have to, deal with the amount of whatever in our lives and stuff like that. So the thing I want to point out, and I don't think I've ever really done this, and I try to avoid sharing posts or memes and stuff that say stupid shit like this. But I see a lot of people, especially Trump supporters, and I'm not dogging on, saying that Democrats are, got all their shit in a fucking, in a bag of, whatever, and they're all that in a bag of chips and stuff like that. Because I personally think that every person that goes into power currently and has been for millennia of years, and if you look at all our past, everything that's happened in our past, in the history and whatever, I don't know how to explain it. I'm just I'm just trying to figure out how to explain this, but I'll just say that I see a lot of people that post stupid news things or something to promote whatever agenda to discredit, whatever movement. So a good example is this the police brutality and racism. Both police brutality is getting bad, and it's getting bad beyond not just, racism, people's deposition of how they've grown up, whatever they're stuck in. For whatever reason, and the reason I say this is because I've experienced a lot of it, and that some of the stuff that I've gone through or whatever, and then I've seen throughout my life, and the parts of my choices that I made, to get, that got me to where I am today. It could have been a lot differently, depending, like how people have treated me or whatever and stuff like that. And this can go as far as stigmatisms with certain things, especially when it comes to people that grew up not having everything, or poor or whatever. Anyways, I'll just, I see a lot of, I'm still trying to figure out how to say this, but I see a lot of people that post stuff that, well, this isn't getting media play and stuff like that, or just, you don't see this in the media, and the reason I'm talking about this is a lot of it has to do with the BLM, the Black Lives Movement, and the killing of George Floyd, and then the more recently, the other guy that got shot multiple times in his back. And I'm going to say my personal opinion, and I don't see how anybody could enjoy or want the other person to be hurt, regardless if they're good or bad. I think everybody deserves some sort of chance, and this current system that we got going on, yes, it's growing up compared to how our system was in the past, but we're not doing enough in a fast enough amount of time. And I know it's really hard to fix whatever, the problem is. So for example, racism, systematic racism and stuff like that. It's bad. And it exists more than anybody knows. And yes, I'm a white person that's actually saying this, but I'm gonna say that, yes, I am white, but I'm also got a lot of Jewish, not really a lot of Jewish ancestry, but I'm a proud mutt, I guess is the best way to say it, because I have some Jewish ancestry. I have some other, a little bit of South African, some small amount of Irish. I'm not going to go into details on what I just going by what when I got my 23andMe and did that DNA tests and stuff like that, which is nice because I've, connecting with some of my family members and ancestors, and considering I'm going to start working on trying to compile a bunch of stuff together to get more of the family tree and stuff like that. But anyways, long story short is I've experienced the problematic side of what racism has done, to where it's turned a lot of the, I guess the best way to say it is where people have used it to, there's always going to be people that are going to take advantage of whatever and use it for wrong reasons. And we are seeing a lot of that. And it sucks because then it discredits the whole thing. But then the other side of it, people that don't see, and a lot of the stigmatism that I'm kind of talking about, especially when it comes to drug addicts and people that grew up in more poorer neighborhoods. I know a lot of my friends have, we didn't, I grew up, didn't have a lot of money. And, my mom was a single mother trying to raise, 2 kids. But regardless of it, we didn't struggle as hard as some others have struggled. I mean, there's people that were worse off worse off in their lives. And, I guess the best way to explain it is actual really hardcore ghettos where there's a lot of murders and stuff like that. Or even when you look at, Native American side, a lot of them being stuck and pushed onto reservations and all that other stuff. That's still in a sense kind of like that systematic side of racism. And maybe I'm wrong on this. I'm trying to eat something here too, but anyways, more along the lines as I really just wanted to discuss how stupid people sound when they say, but this isn't in the media. Wow, who gives a fuck? If you want some, why don't you go out and create your own fucking media outlet is how I feel. Sorry, pardon my language, but that's just how I feel. Or something, I don't know. The thing is it's fun. I just find it funny is how other people try to control platforms they didn't have any part of, or even, were involved in any sort of the creative side of it or whatever. And then it goes along those same lines that, it's like those people that bitch about, say stupid types of conspiracy theories like, Bill Gates is trying to microchip us, or Facebook is censoring us, or whatever it may be. These people are bitching about stuff, but yet they go out, they use Microsoft products, or the whole Facebook I find funny is when they bitch about it on Facebook, that Facebook is censoring them and all this other, when they do that, makes them look stupid, because if you really don't like what Facebook's doing, what the fuck are you doing on that platform? This is how I feel. Pardon my language again, but not pardon my language. Sorry, not sorry. I mean, you guys get the drift of what I'm talking about. And it's no different than saying, oh, but you're not seeing this in the media. And a lot of that type of stuff I feel is more gaslighting, trying to downplay whatever. I don't know what the reasons are, but people follow stupid things. And the thing that I don't like the most is people define themselves by a label, oh, I'm a Democrat, or I'm a Republican, I'm a Christian. I've always felt that wrong. So I that's where they're at, I guess. I just want to see them. It's sad to see so many intelligent people choosing to not see outside their own little boxes, I guess. And or people just trying to downplay stuff. The reason why it's just I guess I'm done with this video. Have you guys, thanks for watching. You guys have a good day. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and check out our other videos, and then come on, jump over to thoughtsoferything.com.org. Create an account. We have a members only forums. And just, you can kind of join in on our little kind of community here. I'm trying to grow a little bit more. So you guys have an awesome day. Be safe out there.